So we did the boot fair at Manston and it was very quiet. It wasn't anywhere near as busy as the last one or the one before that. It was put on a little bit in haste, I think, because the other ones had been planned longer. This one sort of like just suddenly, oh, there's another one, quick. They sort of changed their mind and did it, and maybe people just didn't have plans for it or didn't think about it. So unfortunately, didn't buy anything. On a slightly similar note, I'm out today with the Xbox One. As I said in that last video at the auction, I did buy an Xbox One and I was going to show you it and test it and see if it worked or not. Well, never guess what, it didn't work. Which isn't surprising, to be honest. I've been to one place, it wasn't brilliant. I just talked to him about it and he went, nah mate, nothing to do with them. Which I didn't expect. He didn't seem like he was that interested in having a look at it, to be honest with you. I didn't even take it with me, but he still wasn't that interested. So I've been to a couple of other places, and the other places they're going, oh, yeah, bring it in, we'll have a look, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to drop it off to one of them just to see if he's got any idea whatsoever if there's anything that can be done with it, or is it just going to be thrown away, or maybe sell the power supply on eBay or something. I don't know. The power supply works perfect, the console itself doesn't, so something somewhere is amiss, but something may possibly work. So that's that dropped off at the repair guy. We'll see. 3 or 4 days, who knows. You're going to ring me anyway to tell me if it can be done, and if it can be done, how much it's going to cost to get done. But we're not too hopeful, so we'll see. It might not get done at all. Whilst I'm out and about, also there's an art project going on locally, so it's in sort of around the market area, of artists painting murals on lots of different buildings. I've seen a couple so far, and there's another one, a lovely one. As you can see, very well done. Actually done on a nice flat wall, obviously, but look at that. There's 18 of these in total, apparently. So all I've got to do now is look around and see if I can find some of the other ones somewhere. So the murals are part of an art movement, and the art movement's called Rise Up. I said it's all over sort of Margate area. The reason for it is it's to promote damage to the environment, so basically recycling, putting your plastics in the sea, and the harm we're doing to the sea is depicted in these pictures, or what can happen is depicted in these pictures anyway, and it's trying to make us aware that we should be doing more to look after the sea and the environment around us. I will, as always, stick a link down below to everything you see and their website. And yeah, it's a really good initiative. I really like it. It's nice to see somebody making a change and doing something quite bright and vibrant. Something else I keep forgetting to mention, and something I should mention ages ago, is I watched a film called Demolition Man the other day on TV on Channel 4. Now, it's a film I know very well. I went to see it at the cinema when it first came out. Obviously because I'm old, and I've seen it on TV 1,000,001 times. It's been on TV loads of times, but for the first time ever I saw a different version the other day on Channel 4. Not that I had a choice, it wasn't my choice to see a different version, I just didn't even know they did a different version until now. The version that I've seen for years and the version I saw at the cinema, apparently, now I've done some research, turns out to be an American version. And when they go to a restaurant, so the guy who built the city invites Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock to a restaurant for a meal because he saved his life. The meal they go to is Taco Bell, and he says to him, I'd like to invite you to Taco Bell. And now Sylvester Stallone expects, what? And then they have this thing about the wars being at Taco Bell taking over every restaurant. Fine. But the version I watched the other day on Channel 4, they replaced Taco Bell with Pizza Hut. And they did it where the lips didn't move. It was proper dubbed over. So where it said Taco Bell beforehand, they've now put Pizza Hut ones over the Taco Bell ones. I thought, that's weird. I've never known them do that before. Apparently, the DVD release and video release in the UK and Europe, they replaced it with Pizza Hut because nobody knew what Taco Bell was. Strange enough, although we've had Taco Bell over here now for a couple of years, so we have got Taco Bell eventually, and it's awful. I wouldn't recommend it. If you go back to one of my Brighton videos, you'll see I had a Taco Bell, and it was disgusting. Horrible food. Don't go there. But anyway, yeah, I was surprised. I thought I'd never known that before, because all the versions I've seen, they've always shown the American version with Taco Bell, and this version with Pizza Hut, it's awful. And I'll show you a clip, and I'll show you why.
Pizza Hut? Yes. So let me get this right. Spacely Sprockets here, who's now the man in charge, the Mayor Gov, who wants to take me to dinner at Pizza Hut. Though Lord knows I wouldn't mind a pizza. He's also one of the guys that built the goddamn cryo prison.
Done, Spartan. You are fine.
Grab the big box. Come on, move.
And one other thing, I think again I've probably been meaning to say for a while, is for the last 5 years or so, since early 2000, well mid 2017, I've been reading the stars in the Metro newspaper. And the Metro newspaper, obviously it comes out in paper form, which you can usually get from the stations because it's a London-based paper, but also they do an online version. And on the online version I've been reading the stars, for me and the She Who Mustn't Be Mentioned, and I've been copying them. So I've been screenshotting those stars online to be able to keep them and store them. So I've got stored stars for myself and She Who Cannot Be Mentioned for the last 5 years. But roughly around about, I think it was June, they stopped the online version, or they changed the online version to a proper online newspaper, i.e. not a newspaper but an online website, instead of what was a nice paper. Whereas previously the version I did before was an actual paper you could read online. It's exactly the same as the print version, all the adverts and everything the same, including the crosswords and the stars. But I stopped doing it and I thought, oh my god, that's really annoying. And it was really annoying because I couldn't always go and get the paper to take pictures of the stars. So I had to go a few months. I thought, well, that's it, it's over, I'm not going to be able to get the stars anymore. And then I realised this month, September, they've suddenly, obviously must be due to popular demand, they've brought it back because reading it as a newspaper online rather than a website online is a lot better, because the website online just doesn't have things like the crosswords, stars and all that sort of stuff in it. I'm glad that they've done it. They've gone back to a normal format again, which is a proper newspaper online, and it's now got the stars. So I've carried on again, but I've got a gap of a few months. Why did they go and do things and change things and then have to put it back again? Really annoying. But I'm back with them, which is good.
Maniac is imminent. Request advice.
With a firm tone of voice, demand Maniac lie down with hands behind back.
Simon Phoenix!
Anyway, where the hell did you learn to kick like that?
Oh, Jackie Chan movies?
Ah.